State head coach Rob Cooper. And Coach, I was just talking about the pitching, and let's start with Tyler Shingledecker coming on, a freshman with the bases loaded and no outs in the inning, and able to get out of that inning without allowing any of the inherited runners to score. He goes 4 1/3, strikes out a career best 7. What impressed you about his performance?
I think just exactly that. I mean, he went after guys, and I mean, it's hard enough to get a pitcher to really understand that, right? I mean, you got the bases loaded, you don't want anybody to score, but sometimes you got to, but you have to be willing to go after guys, start their barrels, and make them put the ball in play. And if you have to surrender some runs to get some outs to make it not be a big inning, but a lot of guys have a tough time understanding that. And so for a freshman to do it, it just shows that he's starting to learn more and more the maturity of it. And you were right. I mean, he gave us an unbelievable outing there, really stopped the bleeding, and then gave us 4 1/3 of quality baseball. And then, really proud of Jared Freilich for the effort he gave, and it was a good job by those two.
You allowed those guys to battle tonight too. If things started to go the wrong direction, Jared allowed 2 runs, but then came right back out and pitched solid in the 9th, and they got some big double play balls. Defensively, the team was solid behind them after a tough weekend defensively. What did you see from your team?
Well, again, the double play is pitcher's best friend, and we got some and did a really, really good job there. And I thought, guys, we played good defense. I thought we took care of the ball. Again, I thought we had pretty good pitching. Cole Bartles actually had his second inning was, I thought, lights out. And so, he's going to learn from that and get better and everything. But our defense was really, really good today. And, I didn't like the way we swung the bats at all the first part of the game. But the second half of the game, I thought we calmed down and put some quality ABs together.
And part of that comes down to Connor Kleeman there in the bottom of the 8th. He gets a 2-run single by going back up the middle. He had 3 hits in the game. What impressed you about Connor today?
Well, I mean, look, it's no secret that he's been struggling, and he's a guy that we know can really help us win, and we know he's a good hitter, and he's just been continuing to work hard and stay patient. And I actually met with him today before the game and just said, made sure he's in a good place. He said, Coop, I feel as good mentally right now as I have probably my entire career here. So, that's big. And staying through that ball and squaring it up the way he did, that was big time.
This is a Binghamton team that's won 30 games in 2 of the last 3 years. They've been to a regional lately, so this is a good ball club. To come in here after a tough weekend against Minnesota, get a win, and now set the table for the weekend at Purdue. What's this mean for your team?
Yeah, and I don't want to understate that too much because, Binghamton does. Here's what Binghamton does, and again, I know this firsthand, having been at Wright State. When you're in a conference where you're not going to the NCAA tournament as an at-large bid unless you win you got to win your conference tournament. And so he does exactly what we used to do. We would schedule the toughest people we could to go out and get our guys battle tested. And then, as you notice, they've been playing pretty well lately. As they get closer to their season, as the top 10 teams that they're playing early, they're starting to play better, and so they're going to continue to get better and better. And it wouldn't surprise me if by this time it's all said and done, they're in the thick of it for their conference.
Coach, appreciate the time. We'll talk to you this weekend at Purdue.
Thanks a lot, man.